Hello, everybody. This is Dennis from the channel Toward the Mountain, and it's been kind of a while since I actually made new videos. I posted some which I pre-made it before because I made those videos like maybe every day, one by one, but I didn't want to post every day. I want to give time for each video. But many things have changed since my last video I posted. I posted my last video, which I maybe made, or maybe almost a couple of weeks ago, I guess. Um, Many things have changed. I remember those videos which I posted. I was very stressed and very exhausted, very lost, very confused with my life and so on. Now it's quite opposite. I found lots of things inside me. First of all, I'm sorry for my cough. I'm coughing a little bit, and today I wear this beautiful shirt. So first of all, I've learned over this time. I've learned, and I'm becoming better and better and better at this. How to control my thoughts, my emotions, and my feelings, and especially what comes to my head, what should stay there, and what I should throw away. Pretty often, same as for everybody in this world, different thoughts come, different scenarios, stories, which I develop in my head, continue developing them. They come, of course, they do. I think they do for everybody. The only thing is most people, they cannot control it, they cannot stop them, they cannot switch them off or switch to something new, change to something new. I've noticed that I'm getting much and much more successful in it. I feel that every time when some thought comes to my head and I realize that this thought is maybe harmful for me, maybe wasting my time and energy of my brain, it's very unimportant to think about or discuss, I just turn it off. I just say, okay, I don't need this idea, I don't need to think about this anymore. And it works. I don't know how. I know how, probably because I've been practicing it for a while, for a couple of months maybe already, trying to learn how to do it. It's not easy, but it works. Secondly, I found a light. Oh, it would sound maybe very weird for you, but if you are listening to me, but anyway, I found the light of the universe, the light of self-God, and this light is deep inside me. It's so hard to find it if you are just casual, normal person who is living normal life according to this world. Very difficult to find, but it is inside you. It is inside everybody else. This light, the light of the whole universe inside you, the light of you yourself. And of course, if you can find it, it would help you a lot on your path towards absolute freedom, towards wisdom, and full awakening, enlightenment. Actually, speaking about awakening, I also been thinking many things I thought about. New ideas came to my head, new concepts of philosophy, more developed than before. I have this realization that awakening is a great thing, but it's not what will stay with you for long, and it's not what should be permanent. It's not what should be permanent, and it's not the answer to all your questions. It is actually quite opposite. It is kind of raising new questions, realization of of the system, of the faults of this world. And then what are you going to do with this? This is what comes next. Awakening is just a moment. It's just maybe one day you have it, and then next days you don't have it anymore. But it's great. It shouldn't stay with you forever, because if you know Jim Carrey said before, I recommend you to watch his interviews, his past interviews, where he been telling that Jim Carrey is no more, that he loved this character. Jim Carrey was a character and he loved this character, but he is no more. And he said that he had this feeling of awakening one day when he just woke up and he like realized everything, and then unfortunately he lost this feeling, and everything he's doing now is trying to get back there. I think maybe he lost a little bit because he thinks that awakening is same as enlightenment. I think it's not. I think awakening is just the first step on your path to the enlightenment. Awakening is understanding that the world is not what it seems like for all of us. It's not what we believed it is. The rules, the system, the control, power, what is money, what is wealth, what is true happiness, what are the true values. Awakening will tell you that something is wrong with all of this, that it all doesn't actually matter anymore. And I had these moments of awakening. I think maybe my last videos also, it was sort of this awakening mixed with kind of confusion a lot. I've been very confused, like, okay, what next? What should I do next? And it's a great thing, because the main idea of awakening is not only to give you the idea that something is wrong, but it should also give you the idea that now you need to do something with this. If you realize that the whole world is just a game, like a video game, if the whole world is just a theater, then what are you going to do with this? And how are you going to change your life? How are you going to change this theater? How are you going to change yourself? I mean, your normal, right, feeling, the one which you had before this awakening. How are you going to change now your thoughts? And where are you going next? That's what awakening does. So it shouldn't stay with you for long. I think awakening is just a moment, and maybe only one. You need only one in this life. So that's why if you are saying with Jim Carrey trying to go back to this awakening, maybe it's a mistake. Maybe you can't get back there already, because it would be a step back for you. It was just the first step. Now you're making more steps, but you are still confused, right? Where are you going? What else I want to say? I've been watching now. I don't really watch movies much, but once I got my first sign of awakening, sign of realization that something is wrong, something is not correct, I wanted to watch some movies. They came to me. I just like, okay. I remember there was a movie, The Truman Show, which I watched a long time ago, and I remember it was something about a TV show where the character didn't know that he's playing it. And I went to see it. And this movie is wonderful, but I made a video already about it. It's a perfect example of how the awakening should move you towards absolute freedom. The fact that at the end of the movie, after he got this awakening, it was confusion. Again, look at him. It was confusion. He was not sure that it is all fake, but he had a strong feeling that something is wrong, something is not working. Same as it used to work before, same as he thought it should work. Something is broken in this system, and he did different experiments and he saw it. But he didn't get the answer yet. He didn't know yet what is the real truth, the real wisdom, the real enlightenment, unless he left his wife. His wife left him, actually, kind of. And it was one of the things which made him a little bit more free. He left his friend because he felt that something is wrong with his friend. That friend is not telling the full truth. He left his job, right? He ran away. Basically ran away from everything he had. He left his house, he left his car, job, friends, wife, neighbors, everything. He just ran away from it. He even left his fear, which is super important because fears are also the locks on our gates which doesn't let us open them. Fears are super strong locks. Because of fear, people cannot do anything. People are so scared to do something differently, even though they might actually want to do it, but they are just so scared. And this fear holds them, doesn't let them go. And this is what leads to the next movie, The Matrix. Matrix is a great movie as well. There are lots of it's a big story, 3 movies. I found myself interested only in some parts. Not all 3 movies are as perfect, in my opinion, as The Truman Show, to be honest, because the whole 3 movies, it's like kind of a storyline with, say again, we have some people who laugh, like for example, third movie especially, like some engineer guy who joined the crew and he left his life in the city in Zion, and then he's coming back to save her, like, and so it doesn't matter. It's all just a drama story which doesn't actually give any answers to anybody who's looking for enlightenment. But what is good about Matrix is the system. The first movie is the best one, always was, in my opinion, and still it is. The realization that what if the whole world is just a stupid system, it's not kind of real, it's a system that controls us. My main point, and I had it for long already, since I was even younger, but now this conception is getting bigger and stronger, and I am more sure in it than ever before that we are living in the world of the system. System controls people. System tells us what to do and what not to do, what to want and what not to want. This system is a scary thing. It's not controlled by just one person or like Illuminati, a group of people who sit and decide how they're gonna control the whole world and thoughts of all people. I don't think it is. I think the system itself is like kind of like AI, but not really AI. It's how can I say? The system is alive by itself because it makes people do what it wants. It's like example. It's like a corporation, such a big company. Example, like Coca-Cola. It's a huge, gigantic company, extremely powerful and strong. And believe me, even if they have very stupid director or CEO who would come and would like make many mistakes, it doesn't matter for this company. The company will continue to live. This director will be kicked out. This company will eat this director. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the company will not die because it is such a big and strong already that it's almost impossible to destroy it. So same here. The system itself is such a strong thing that it doesn't matter for this system who are the leaders of countries, who are the leaders of opinions. It doesn't matter. It's all one system. Every leader you see is also a part of system, and it is a system, same as you are and I am and all of us around. The system itself is basically the rules and regulations, wants and needs. We are brainwashed to want something all the time. We are brainwashed to be scared of something. People tell us since we are little kids, don't do like this, don't do like that. You need to want this, you need to want that. And it's everywhere. And I believe if you think deeply, you would find so many examples when people would tell you not to do something what you actually want to do, and then you lost your interest in it. I had a lot since I was a kid. My parents used to tell me, okay, this one is stupid, this one is pointless. What are you doing? You want to be a I want to play guitar. I imagined that I didn't have the real guitar. I imagined that I have a guitar with um, like badminton. Um, oh, I forgot the word came out from my head. Badminton net, and just was playing. And my father say, "What do you want to be like? Street musician?" I was like 6. So you're gonna be a street musician and earn like zero monies in your life, like will be poor and homeless. And it killed me. And maybe it was just a joke, but where this joke comes from? You can say from him, yeah, but where he got it from? Why this thought came to his head, and why did he tell it to me? It doesn't make sense. 6-year-old kid cannot earn money, right? But what he did, sorry, I'm really sorry. But what he did is what system told him to do. He already was brainwashed enough by the system that when he saw his son of the age of maybe 6 years trying to pretend that he's musician, father would make a stupid joke, but the main idea of this joke was to destroy my want and will to play, my desire to be this person. I came back later to guitar, of course, but how much was killed inside me just by the words of my parents. But the words of my parents, it's not their fault, or their mistakes. They are the system as well, same as everybody else. They are the system which tells us what to want and what to do. They were raised the same way the system was raising people for decades, for thousands of years, since the beginning of civilizations and humankind, especially civilizations. What I want to do and what I try to do nowadays, I try to cue it inside me. I try to realize. I will continue speaking about maybe this system more later because it's a gigantic topic. I can't really cover everything I have in my head about this in one video. It would take a while, and I'll come back to it again because I think it's one of my main concepts: the system, dependency on the finance, on items, on status, and and I find it a very interesting thing. So same as the Truman Show, same as in the Matrix, and as far as I know, the Fight Club also covers many philosophical things about this. Actually, if you watch it, but I want to rewatch it first before I speak about it. But same as Matrix and same as Truman Show, they both kind of follow the same pattern. We are living in the world in which we believe, but it's actually just the phantom. It's just the illusion. It's not real. What is real is when you go to the forest and you look at the nature, when you observe animals, when you listen to birds, when you see insects, or maybe you actually even see like some animals. That's what is nature. That's what it's supposed to be. And actually, that's what you should be too. You should be the guy who would be living in the forest. Ideally, I mean, ideally, not like that everybody's nowadays just need to go to forest and live like a caveman. No, but that's naturally what we should be. Cave people. Kind of. Hunt. Or, okay, people learn how to raise vegetables and plants. Raising your own garden. Raising your own food. Or just hunt. I'll speak about this later. It's a gigantic topic. I can't cover it in one. This video will be very long and I would lose my ideas and thoughts and the flow of this conversation a lot. Actually, you can see it already at the end of the video. I lost a little bit the flow, the speed, because my thoughts start to spread like on a tree. So I will try to think about what the other video should I make of about, and I will the topic, and I will speak more about everything I have. But anyway, life is perfect. I am extremely happy, and even though if you might think that before I was very sad and tired, and maybe you might think that today what I say is also same. No, it's not. I'm extremely happy person. I'm on the way to my personal enlightenment. I am already on the mountain, not on the top at all, but at least I got to the mountain. I believe I am already stepping up. I'm already moving away enough, far enough from rules, society, system, as much as I can. At least mentally. At least mentally. This is where we start first. You can be in jail, right? Sitting there in a box, and still you can be the the freest person in the world, the most independent, and the happiest, because all your freedom and happiness and enlightenment and everything comes from yourself, from the light inside you, which is always shining enough, but you just don't see it because it is kind of blind. You are blinded by the fog, which you don't see. The fog of your thoughts, the fog of what you've been told and how you've been raised. But if you can somehow spread this fog, if you can imagine, if you can, again, everybody is a god in a way. So if you can realize that you, like Matrix, look at Neo. I want to say about this Matrix too. When Neo realizes the truth of this world, of the world of Matrix where he lives, he starts to have superpowers. He can stop bullets. Because why not? If everything is a fake system, and he learned how to control this system, he can stop bullets. He can fly like a Superman. He can be super fast. So same here. If you realize that you are same as Neo, you are the god in this world, in yourself, then you'll be able to use your magic, your power, your superstition, supernatural strength to move this fog away. Because people cannot, right? You can say, well, how can I move the fog away? Fog is just existing. Yeah, but if you realize that you are like a god, like Moses, who could spread water, you can spread the fog away. You would see your light, your personal light, your light of who you really are. And then, ideally, you would start getting free. I can't say you would be free 100% because I see the light already. And I'm just continuing my way towards there. That's it. Pretty long video. Anyway, I think the main idea of what I want to say today, I already said in this video. So, if you are a viewer, anybody, whoever it is, me, myself, watching this over again, people from outside, my own kid in the future, if they grow up, and if I have kids and they'll grow up, they'll watch the video, or anybody else, then try to find the light inside you. I wish you all the best. I wish you to have your own awakening and then find your own path to your enlightenment. Maybe something can help you, but remember, there is no value in things except your own self. Movies, books, meditations, or any other practices, the only purpose you need to understand that the only purpose of doing them is just to kind of fix something in you. It's just the way to maybe put yourself on the direction, but it's not the path towards your freedom. If you do meditations every day, it doesn't mean you will become free. You need to do meditations if you are very, very lost and you don't know how to go back. Maybe it will help you. Or maybe you need to watch a good movie, or maybe you need to read a good book. But remember, no books, no movies, nor any other externals, even meditations, will not give you freedom and enlightenment. Only you yourself. When you can have the dialogue with yourself, the inner self, not the one who is here always speaking on the top, inner self, your inner light. When you can find your path towards here, and you will be coming again and again and again towards here, finding the time when you're alone, maybe, you will you will start getting more and more and more free. That's what I think, that's what I feel nowadays. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. God bless you all, and God is all you are. The God's name is I am in the Bible. So I wish you to find your own God, to become who you truly are, to realize the faults of the system. But anyway, just to be the happiest, the enlightened, the freest person in this world. That's what I wish you all. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Cheers.